Welcome back to Online Math Up. We're going to be solving this expression right here. So we have to evaluate 2 power 22 minus 1. So what is going to be the value of this expression? Okay, so we're going to be solving this even without the use of calculator. So I'm going to show you the trick which you need to solve this problem. Okay, so moving on, I am actually going to write this 2 power 22 as 2 power. I can write this 22 as 11 multiplied by 2. Okay, and then of course minus 1. And then if you remember so well that you have a power m multiplied by n, you can actually write this as a power m and then all bracket n. Okay, so I am actually going to write this in that form. So what we now have is 2 power 11 and all bracket 2 minus 1. I can write 1 as 1 power 2. And obviously you can see that we've got difference of 2 squares. And then how do we expand difference of 2 squares? If you have a squared minus b squared, you can actually expand this as a minus b, and then of course multiply by a plus b. This is what I'm going to be using to expand this expression. And of course in this case you can see that our a is equal to 2 power 11 and our b is equal to 1. So if we apply this expansion right here, so what we're going to be having is 2 power 11 minus 1 and I'll multiply by 2 power 11 and then of course plus 1. So basically what we just need to finish this evaluation is just for us to compute 2 power 11. So how do you do that? We can actually write this 2 power 11 as 2 power 5 plus 5 plus 1. So we want to actually split this 11 so that we'll find it more convenient to solve. So using the law of indices, I can write it as 2 power 5 and then of course multiply by 2 power 5 and multiply by 2 power 1. This is actually the product law of indices, which basically says that if you have a power m, okay, a plus n, you can actually write this as a power m and then multiply by a power n. So this is what I've applied right, and then moving on, you can see that this 2 power 5 has appeared twice, so I can write this as 2 power 5 and then all power 2 and then multiply by 2 right here, and 2 power 5 is just 32. Okay, 32 power 2 and then multiplied by 2. So what is 32 power 2? How do you evaluate it without the use of calculator? It is just pretty much simple. The last term right here, you can start from there. So easy to multiply itself. 2 times 2 is 4. So you write it in 2 digits. 3 times 3 is 9. You also write it in 3 digits. And then you multiply the 2 terms. Okay, that is 3 times 2, 6 multiplied by the power, that is 12. So you write it this way, and then you sum. This is 4, this is 2, and then of course this is 0. So obviously 32 squared is equal to 1024. Okay, so if we now use it to multiply these two right here, so if we use 2 to multiply it, multiply by 2, we're going to be having 2048. Okay, so now that we've gotten 2 power 11, so we've gotten that this 2 power 11 here is equal to 2048. So we can now go ahead to substitute it in our question. So we've got 2 power 11 as 2048 minus 1 and then of course multiply by 2048 plus 1. Okay, so moving on, 2048 minus 1 will give us 2047. Okay, multiply by 2048 plus 1 will give us 2049. And then of course the next challenge will be, how can you multiply these two brackets right here? Okay, so I'm just going to show you a very simple trick, and the simple trick is just for you to split these two numbers. And so you know you can actually split this one as 2000 plus 47. Okay, and then you can also split this one as 2000 plus 49. So you got it in the form of a plus b multiplied by a plus b. So you can just use the expansion rule to do that. So how do you do that? You first of all use this 2000 to multiply this 2000, and then you also use the same 2000 to multiply this 49. Okay, next you use this 47 to multiply this 2000, and then use the same 47 to multiply this 49. So once you're done doing that, you can now go ahead and add it up. So if I do the multiplications, for 3000 times 2000 will give us 4 million. Okay, 2000 times 49 will give us 98,000. Okay, 47 times 2000 will give us 94,000. And then 47 times 49 will be equal to 2303. So the next thing we want to do is just go ahead and then sum all of them up. So because we are not doing solving with calculator, you can just go ahead and sum it this way. So 4 million plus 98,000 plus 94,000, okay, plus 2303. So we just go ahead and sum all of them. This 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3 will give us 3, and then this whole column is 0, and then this column will give us 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3, and that is 3. Okay, 0 plus 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 2, that's 14. So you write 4 carry 1. So put a 1 here. 10 plus this 19. So you write 9 carry 1, and then put it right here. Okay, and of course we also bring down this 0 right here. Okay, so because of this 0 this here, the one we actually carried to this 4 is now going to be on this place, and then this one now changes to 4. Okay, so obviously 2 power 22 minus 1 is now equal to 4,194,303. You can actually go ahead and then use your calculator and confirm this. This is actually how you can solve this kind of a problem even without the use of calculator, and you will still get the correct answer. Let me have your thoughts in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this video, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.